Well, hello. I hope you all are having a super duper fantastic day out there today. All right, it's day 11. Hey, of Dineen, 12 days of Christmas. All right, so my man is having technical difficulties, but I'm going to hold it down. He can hop inside here. Let me go ahead and pull up that and introduce myself. My name is Dineen Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneurs Jumpstart Program. It is the number one training environment for women in the world looking to leverage their knowledge, ignite their passion, build a highly profitable business. How do you do this? By building your courage, confidence, and competence so you can accept, believe, and commit to what it is God has called you to do. All right, we are in this space. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go ahead, get your notepad out, get your pen out. You will go ahead and start recapping some of the greatest takeaways that you got so far from this year's 12 Days of Christmas. We only have 2 more days to go. John will be with us tonight, and I'll be ending it on tomorrow. Also know that I'm going to have John pick a winner too here online as soon as he gets in of the winner of us today, where we talk about prepare for joy. It was a powerful conversation. So happy that we had an opportunity to do it. We had so many powerful conversations. We've been talking a lot about AI and how it can actually enhance your life, how it can simplify your life, how it can bring peace, how it can help you with overwhelm, how it can help you with your business, generate money, bag, all the things we have been talking about. Also, Sean talked about preparing your estate, right? Estate planning. Why not start now? And it's the fear is actually what's holding you back. And then there's the money conversation. Then there's a conversation that you don't like to have with your family. I mean, who likes to talk about death? But listen, you know that it's happening. You know that it will come. You know that it's inevitable. So why not prepare for it? Why not allow yourself to have generational wealth passed down to your children through so many different things that you can do? But more importantly, why not be able to give people that you love the things that you want to have from your estate? So tonight, what we're going to be talking about is reignite your passion and purpose, ending the year strong, right? We want to make sure we cross the finish line in 2025. As I told you before, my whole motto this year was not pulling people across the finish line in 2025. I feel like if it's something that you want to achieve, I'm going to help you as your coach to take those steps to move forward. But what I'm not going to do is pull you, push you, drag you, or do any of those things across the finish line. I know that if it's something that you desire to do, you have the will to do, it's a good start. But I told you earlier that it ain't the will, and it's not the desire, and it's not the passion. You remember us talking about that? If not, you got to go back and catch. It might have been day one. And if not, maybe it was the second day that I did. But we kind of talked about these things, what's needed and wanted in order for you to cross the finish line in 2025. And tonight we'll be talking about reigniting your passion and purpose, ending the year strong. So hopefully John will be able to join us shortly, waiting for some of you guys to come into the room. If you are here, definitely let me know inside of the chat. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the people who registered on yesterday to make sure I can see that information and see who actually has the tag for registering. And then the first thing that John and I will do, and we'll definitely make up for the time, however long it takes for him to come on, we will definitely give him the time that he needs, but we'll pick the winner right away. So, okay. So I see the people who have registered here. Excellent. So, okay. So it looks like he's popping in right now. Hey, Sissy, so happy that you are here. Thank you so much for popping in. All right. Yes, you are here. Okay. So, hey, John, how you doing? So happy that you were able to get on. All right. So, John, before we get started, before I allow you to introduce yourself, I was about to say, center yourself in the camera a little bit. Come over towards the middle line. There you, yeah, it's getting better. And So what I needed to do, or what I needed for you to do, is to pick a number from 1 to 3. We had 3 people to register yesterday, and allow you to actually pick the winner, because everybody is super duper excited about the prize from yesterday, and they all claiming it, but only one person gonna be able to get it. So what's your number, sir, from 1 to 3?
2.
2. LaShawn, guess what, girl? You number 2. You are number 2. You are number 2. So you got it. Number 1 was Christy. Number 2 was LaShawn. Number 3 was Tamu. So congratulations, LaShawn. See, you willed it, girl. So happy that you were able to win that. So excited, and I'll show John. I'll take a screenshot. Let me take a screenshot. I know some of y'all gonna be salty about that one. Everybody was excited about that prize on yesterday, but this is the list. I'm just gonna take a picture just so I can put it out there and have it for my proof that LaShawn is number 2 on the list. She is number 2 on the list. So congratulations to you. All right, John. Thank you again for being here. Sorry that you were having technical difficulties, but go ahead and introduce yourself to the community so we can start this conversation about reigniting your passion and your purpose, ending the year off strong. And I know it's more than that. Tamu. 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 Did you hear that LaShawn won the gift? Okay. Thank you, Johnny Wani. She said, hey, come on, Johnny Wani. Yeah, he picked number 2. I said I had to take a screenshot on the list because I know y'all going to feel some kind of way because everybody wanted it from yesterday. I even wanted it. All right. So, John, go ahead. Introduce yourself. Let people know who you are. And Tamu. Tamu done said it. 23 notes. I told you he wasn't going to send those notes, girl. Look at him. He laughing. I tell him it's not funny. Tell him you want your notes. You want your notes.
Honestly, I went back and tried to find a notebook just a few months ago to get those notes. And we just gonna have to get the replay because I can't find where that chicken scratch was. But look, if you email me at johnsm@johnsmerriweather.com, I will give you the accompanied PDF for this conversation that we're going to have on tonight. So that is John. Let me just put it in the chat so y'all can have it.
Yeah, and do that. Put that inside the chat. And then, hello, my good brother. Okay. Put that inside of the chat so then they can have it and they can go ahead and email you right now if they want that. Let me see what it is that I have on the screen so far because I want to make sure I'm showing the Inner Circle Collective list. Oh, yes, Inner Circle is up. So now, John, go ahead and introduce yourself while I do some technical stuff over here on the back end, getting ready for whatever it is that you're going to give away tonight. I want to make sure that I'm ready and I'm prepared and I have all the tags and all the things set up that I need to have set up in order for a winner to be selected on tomorrow, which I will be doing that and pulling the number myself. But John, introduce yourself. Let people know who you are and what it is that you do.
So good evening, everyone. I am John Merriweather. I am the online minister for the Southside Everywhere Church of Christ, known as Southside Church of Christ in Durham, North Carolina. Also, we have the online community there called Southside Everywhere, where you can come and join us and walk with your and develop your discipleship journey as you get closer to Christ. But here and tonight, I am here in the capacity representing formerly what was known as Black Achievers Network. We are rebranding that now as Harmonized Life Mastery Program for Men, where I help men ages 30 to 45 who feel success but disconnected to realign their identity, their career direction, their family leadership, and their community purpose so that they can lead with clarity instead of burnout and live with conviction instead of conflict. So that's who I am. And that's sort of sets the groundwork for the conversation we're going to have on tonight.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good, babe. All right. So I see that you got the email in there. I put it up on the screen, johnsm@johnsmerriweather.com. So make sure you write that down just in case you want the notes. And take copious notes. You got your pen, you got your paper. Hopefully you're in a place where you can take notes and not driving, because I want you to be where your feet are and I want you to be able to get this conversation. Make sure you share this video, add some people, get some people on here, make sure they're able to get this good lesson I know John is going to give tonight. So John, what do you want to start tonight about reigniting your passion and your purpose into the year strong?
Yeah, so what I want to start with on tonight is, first of all, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And I love this theme of 12, the 12 days of Christmas, because it's centered around the idea of love. It's centered around the idea of reflection. It's centered around the idea of giving gifts, but also receiving gifts. And even if you don't receive or are able to give a gift, you can count your blessings on this evening. And so we're going to take some time here on tonight to reflect a little bit, to get our mindset together, to see where we are, because so many people are finishing this year tired. And as we reflect, we want to quietly ask, is there any more for me next year? What will it take for me to receive?
Samira, you got to stop. I'm live
next year. And so tonight, it isn't about just pressure or resolutions, but what it's about is reconnecting with your passion, reconnecting with your purpose and your confidence as you step into a new season of your life.
Sounds good, John. I'm excited about this conversation and I'm looking forward to it happening. So, all right, let's get it started.
Yeah, so as we look about this, I want us to, number one, just take some time to reflect on your achievements, what you accomplished this year. Because as we know that sometimes growth isn't visible, you have to take a stance, have to take some time, and you have to survey what you have accomplished this year. So one of the most powerful things that you can do right now is to pause and acknowledge yourself. And when I say acknowledge yourself, not just for what you completed, but for what you also carried.
Wow.
Because sometimes the greatest growth that you have experienced this year may not be something that you posted or celebrated. It may actually be some boundaries that you set, some courage that you found, or some healing that you began. I'm going to say that one more time. It may be some boundaries that you set, some courage that you found, or some healing that you began.
All right, we're going to clip that, John. That's good right there. Clip that.
So just take a moment right now. And if you don't know how to quite phrase that, if you don't know how to quite work that on this evening, I want you to say this. Here's a simple prompt for you, simple question that you can ask yourself. And you don't have to finish it right now, but try to finish it by the end of this conversation that we're having tonight.
All right.
Say, this year strengthened me by, and you fill in that blank. This year strengthened me by, fill in the blank. Because I think that everybody on this call tonight, everybody that's watching this, that will watch this on replay, will acknowledge that something happened to make you stronger, wiser, and better this year. It may not have been all good, but there's something that is good that happened to you this year that has set you up for your next step of your journey on next year.
Amen. You're giving a good lesson already, John. I think one of the powerful things that you're saying is actually acknowledging what we have accomplished and the achievements that we made. And maybe it wasn't some of the things that we set out for, but maybe you carried a heavy load. Maybe you took care of the family. Maybe you were able to improve your health. Maybe you were able to maintain your health. Maybe you were able to maintain a lot of things, having a lot of balls in the air. Maybe didn't know how you was going to make it, but you did make it, and you're going to cross that finish line in 2025. Well, needless to say, even though that's the theme for this year's 12 Days of Christmas, you crossing the finish line whether you want to or not. Because when the clock strike midnight on January the 1st, it will be 2026. And I'm only hoping that you have done the process, like he said, of reflecting and actually completing your year. And if you haven't, maybe you should take the time to do that. And if you want to have that conversation, you need to join us inside of the Inner Circle Collective, where we'll complete the year together and go over some important questions that you can ask. All right, John. So where do you want to take us now? I love to where you said set some boundaries, found some courage, or achieve some healing. So now that we've reflected over some of the achievements and things that we made, and he said, if not right now, before we get off, I'm gonna need y'all to be ready to drop those things in the chat. Where do you want to go from here?
So the next thing to do is to have a mindset reset for the new year. A mindset reset for the new year. Okay. Because sometimes you need help to release guilt and self-pressure. Sometimes we put ourselves on under so much pressure to achieve that when we come short of the mark, we feel guilty. And we need to just take time to step back and give ourselves permission, not only to move forward, but permission to release ourselves of the guilt or the shame of not accomplishing what we may have set out. It's time to reevaluate. It's time to do a mindset reset. And it's time to realize that, hey, it's time to let go of this guilt and the shame, because letting go is not an act of weakness. It's actually an act of strength. And when you can get clear on what you need to release, it helps you grow your confidence. And that's when clarity replaces criticism. Clarity replaces criticism. So you can see the path that you need to take going ahead. Because let's be clear on this evening. Sometimes we have these limiting beliefs because of what we did and accomplished this year that causes us to start to hinder our progress in moving forward. So I want us to understand, it may sound responsible by carrying those limiting beliefs, but it's actually making us play small. So don't think that it's too late, or don't think that you should be further by now. You are right where you need to be to do the next right thing that you need and take the next right step for you at this moment. So I want you to understand, a mindset reset doesn't mean, it doesn't give you permission to pretend like everything is positive. It's just choosing a narrative that gives you permission and room to grow and to go forward.
I love that what you said. Like, we ain't gonna play games and do no Jedi mind tricks, making it seems like that is positive and everything was positive. Some things you're disappointed about, and it's okay to be disappointed about it. But at some point, you got to let it go. Put it in the chat. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. And if not, reset, right? Like, reset it, set it as a goal, or continue to strive for it in 2026. You don't have to let it go if you still want it. But excuse me. But if you haven't achieved it, what he's saying is, don't beat yourself up. Don't allow that to hold you back. Excuse me. Don't allow that to take your confidence away from you, but all the amazing things that you've done already, and that you can still get there, but maybe it just wasn't in your timeline, or maybe there's still some preparation, or maybe there's some other actions that you can take, but do not allow that to prevent you from moving forward and going into 2026 strong. All right,
yeah,
John.
And to add on to that, here's your affirmation. I am allowed to begin again with wisdom, not regret. I am allowed to begin again with wisdom and not regret.
I hope somebody is putting that inside the chat. I am allowed to begin again with wisdom and not regret. Y'all got that? That's powerful. That's an affirmation. Make sure you write it down. Put it inside the chat. I want to see it. I want to make sure that you got it. All right, John. So now where are you going to take us?
So next thing is to set intentional goals.
Okay.
But when we're setting them, it's all right to have have goals and have things that you want to accomplish and things that you want to achieve. But I want us to focus coming up into this year. I want you to shift from pressure-based goals to purpose-based intentions.
Mm.
So, in other words, you have to choose wisely to what helps you to grow in your purpose, not to check off a box.
Okay,
Because
say that again.
goals,
You got to do that again. Sorry.
we want you to work forward to things that align with your purpose and not to check off a box. Sometimes we get so bogged down in task and what to do and marking off our to-do list that we do not fill it up with intention, and we are left at the end of the year feeling empty. Why? Because we took a lot of action that did not align to purpose, and now we feel empty. We're out of alignment. So we're focused on this year alignment and not necessarily achievement.
Ooh.
And so what does that look like? It looks like this. You ask yourself the questions. What energized me this year? And then on the flip side, what drained me? And then when you do that, you're actually able to answer this next question. What do I want more of and not just more done? Ooh, that's spokes right there. What do I want more of and not just more done? Because people will add more stuff to your plate. People will push their agenda on you if you don't know what your purpose is and if you don't have a plan for your year. People will fill up your calendar and not your spirit.
Come on.
So realize what you have to do. Set intentional goals. Yes, you're still going to be smart with it, specific, measurable, action-oriented, results-driven, and time-bound. But you're going to make sure that that is rooted in purpose and not necessarily in pressure or just for achievement.
I love that. Purpose and not pressure. And this was tweetable right here, or you could clip this, right? Alignment and not achievement. Alignment and not achievement. Because sometimes we just get caught up with the accolades, the pats on the back. But again, we are either aligning with someone else's goals or doing things that's important to someone else, not necessarily to ourselves. And then we're disappointed that we haven't reached the things that was important to us, when in actuality, we never put in front of us or intentionally went after the things that was important for us. Maybe we wrote them down. Maybe we had them on a dry erase board, but when it came to actually setting up your day, blocking out your calendar, you did not do that for the things that you said you cared about. You did it for some achievement, some pat on the back, or some empty accolades that left you empty at the end of the year, or feeling disappointed in yourself, which you're going to let go, which we talked about that just a step before. But that's how you found yourself there, because you didn't prioritize making sure that you put on your calendar the things that was important to you. I love it.
Thanks. And you have to use that calendar. Why? Because in 2026, you're going to embrace change and new opportunities. Because this year or next year, you're going to start normalizing uncertainty and pivots. Because you're going to have a mindset reset of change does not mean instability. Change equals responsiveness. Because pivoting doesn't mean that you failed. It often means that you grew. Pivoting doesn't mean that you failed. It means that you grew. It means that you have come in contact with something, some knowledge, some wisdom, some experience that realizes that you need to course correct or to adjust to get to where you're going to. So don't be afraid of the pivot, because the pivot is often signs that you have grown.
Come on. I clip all this, stream, y'all. Clip all of it. That's delicious. Yes, clip that. Pivoting don't mean that you fail. It means that you grew.
And so to be able to do that, you have to realize, you have to have the confidence to trust yourself to take that next step. This is the year that you're believing in what God has put inside of you and what he's whispering to you and communicating to you to do what is next. So you don't have to have the perfect plan.
No.
You just have to have the right next step and have the courage to take it, to give yourself permission to evolve.
Amen. Now that's delicious. And again, it's right in alignment with everything that we've been talking about this week. I mean, definitely just the way that you're phrasing it just resonates again, right? It's kind of like the perfect recap of all the things that we discussed so far, and it's so powerful. It's amazing. It's amazing how God works to pull it all together. So before we wrap up tonight, is there anything else that you want us to have before we have to dip out? And I know we started late, so you might owe us some time. So we still have time, and I'm okay going over if you guys are going over. If you are enjoying this, put it in the chat. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Because I don't want to cut off anything that he has for us this evening, since we had technical difficulties. All right, John. So anything else for us this evening?
Yeah, and I'll try to make it quick. I'll try to give it to you. Can I give you a few more things here?
Yes.
This year, you're going to take care of yourself. You're going to prioritize self-care and well-being. You're going to move in a mindset to make sure that you have maintenance, because you got to have maintenance to operate in your purpose. You cannot pour from an empty cup.
Yes.
Because you're not meant to do that. And sometimes it could be something simple. Self-care could just mean some rest. It can mean saying and sticking and honoring your no. And sometimes it can mean asking for help when you need it. Amen. Self-care is what you're going to embrace this year. And it's all right to take some time to step away so that you can have the energy necessary to move.
What did you say about maintenance? I'm sorry.
Yeah, because maintenance is required for you to operate in your purpose. Think about it. Think about your car. Think about, exercise equipment. Everything has to undertake maintenance. Why? Because if you don't, it's going to break down. It's going to stop working. You're no different. You
Amen.
need to maintain the maintenance of your body, the maintenance of your emotions, the maintenance of your mind, the maintenance of your health, so the maintenance of your diet, so that you can continue to operate in your purpose.
Come on. That's some good stuff right there. Anybody committing to taking care of yourself this year? Put it inside the chat. I'm taking care of myself this year. I'm taking care of myself this year. And I'm for holding you accountable. I'm going to say it too. I'm taking care of myself this year. I'm living into this year booked, busy, and healthy. Booked, busy, and healthy. And my busy is defined by me. It's right in alignment with John is saying. It's not about doing a whole bunch of things in a checkbox. It's about aligning with things that's important to me and making sure that I don't allow myself to get distracted or pulled into things just because I have the talent, just because I have the skill, don't mean that I need to take it on as a project. And I will not in 2026. Q, where you been, girl? So happy that you are here. Okay, she said, I'm taking care of myself in this year, in 2026. All right, John. So delicious stuff. I mean, you are killing it tonight. I hope they don't ban me for saying that, but you're doing such an amazing job of giving us so many things. What else do you have for us?
Yeah, let me hit you with these last two real quick.
All right.
The next thing is this year, you're building a supportive community. Dineen has this community that she is offering you to join, and you're going to take part of that. Why? Because connection is required to be able to move forward. No one fulfills their purpose alone. What's the saying? If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, find a companion. Why? Because you need community. Community, and here's the thing, community doesn't have to be large. It just has to be safe.
Come on. And Inner Circle Collective is a safe space. And that's what we're saying. It's a safe space for you to come and talk about all these different things that are important to you, from your finances to your health, your relationships, spirituality, your career, and a place where you feel safe. It's a non-judgment zone, and you don't walk alone. That's what's going to be special about our community. We're not just going to give you a bunch of information and tell you the good luck. We're gonna walk alongside you. So there will be walk with us challenges. There'll be challenges for you to do things with us together, all of us reporting on how's it going, what we're doing, what's our progress, what's the challenges you are having. Be open. It's going to give us an opportunity to really say the things that we need to say to each other and help each other along the way. It will be a non-judgment zone and safe for you to be authentic, open, and sharing yourself, because sharing is caring.
All right. And lastly, here's the last thing before we close out on this evening. Celebrate and plan a fresh start. You want to start off with empowerment, not overwhelm. So before this year ends, I want you to write down one thing you're releasing and one thing that you're choosing. One thing that you're releasing and one thing that you're choosing. Are you releasing fear? Are you releasing doubt? Are you releasing, are you releasing a toxic relationship? What are you releasing that no longer is serving you, that is no longer pushing you forward, but is indeed just holding you back?
Come on.
And then what's the one thing you're choosing? What one thing do you need to choose to move forward in this life, to move forward, to get you closer to what your purpose is, to be empowered, to be confident, to be fulfilled? What thing are you choosing in this next chapter? Because remember, we're choosing with intention, not pressure.
Right.
So that's what we're going to do on this year. So as we close out, as this year comes to a close, I want you to take forward that you're not behind, you're becoming. And the confidence that you're seeking isn't something that you need to find, it's something that you already have. You just need to allow it to carry you forward and to move to your next step. So remember, I asked you a question this year: strengthen me by, fill in that blank. Fill in that blank. Fill in what did you experience this year that made you stronger? Why? Because that is your stepping stone. That is the step. That is your push forward. That is your momentum that you're going to embrace moving in to 2026.
So listen to this. I want you to give an example, your example of your strengthen me by. Can you do an example all the way out just so people can hear what it sounds like whatever it is for you?
Yes. So for me is this year strengthen me by having me set priorities. You could say this year strengthen me by defining my boundaries.
Yeah.
This year strengthen me by causing me to prioritize my health. What situation did you experience that could have been a setback, but you came back from it stronger, wiser, better? It caused you to focus and drill in and maybe consult with God to open up a revelation or an insight for you to help you move forward. So something in that area, something in that arena to be an example of this year strengthen me by.
Brother Daniels, we see you here in the chat too. Thank you so much for being here, releasing and choose. Yes. So powerful, John. And I just really, really appreciate you always swinging through and coming by the community and dropping these nuggets and doing all these amazing things. Now, he gave you your email. If you wanted to get his notes, his crib notes, if you wanted the crib notes, he told you to go ahead and email him and he's going to get it to you. You going to get it to them tonight if they email you tonight?
If they email me tonight, yeah, I had to check it after the game because the Bears are about to play at 8:00, so we're about to be on it.
Oh,
we're about
Jesus.
to be on it.
Jesus.
So if y'all want it, go ahead and email me. I think we got the email back out there, but it's John SM at johnsmerriweather.com. Shoot me an email and we can shoot you the PDF workbook with this, and we can shoot you the notes as well.
Okay, now see, All right. So what's your gift that you're giving away today, John? I'm switching the QR code right now. I'm going to put it also inside the chat. Well, first, let me put the link for the wait list. For those of you who would like to join us in the Inner Circle Collective, get on the wait list. Doors open on January 1. I want you to have it. I want you to have the information. Come be with us. Safe space for us to have these conversations, to get what it is that we need and to walk together while we are accomplishing all of our goals, from financial, career, spirituality, relationships, and our health. Those are our pillars inside of the community, and we want to make sure that you know that it's going to be a safe space and a space for you to come get everything that you need. Remember, I told you, if you have been in one of my classes recently, I tell you, you share your life, you get your life. You bring your life, you get your life. So you bring your life to this community. Remember, we said it's a non-judgment zone. We're going to walk alongside you. We're going to share what it is that we're going through. We're going to share what it is that we're doing. I'm not sure how this banner changed here, but I'm gonna get that change back. But I'm just so excited about the Inner Circle Collective. All right, so I put inside the chat how you can register for the gift that John is giving away. Okay, so John, what you giving away, sir?
So, I love reading books to help with mindset and help to reset and frame my thinking for the upcoming year. So I have a book by one of the co-authors of The Go Giver, which was a great book that really helped me as I started on this journey of resetting my thinking to get rid of that stinking thinking. So we have a book that we're giving away, and the book is called it's blurred out there so you can't see it, but it's called Undistracted. Capture your purpose, rediscover your joy. So Undistracted by Bob Goff, and we're going to read that as we enter into the new year. So that will be the gift that we're giving away.
All right, that sounds amazing, because yesterday we prepared for joy. I just want you to know that. Like, this is how I'm saying that God just be aligning everything. The conversation was all about prepare for joy. Can you put your email again inside the chat? Q says she needs the email. Drop that inside of the chat. What I'm going to do is drop the link for you to win that book if you would like to register for that book. And also, if you would like to join the wait list for the Inner Circle Collective, I want to be able to do that for you as well. So again, John, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for always dropping these powerful nuggets. It's just amazing. Notes be amazing. I don't know if we ever get them, but I don't know. I may have to do some replays. Tamu, I might go back and replay John's 12 Days of Christmas in 2023, because I didn't do 12 Days of Christmas last year, but I'm so happy that I did it again this year. And it's my hope that I continue to do it over and over and over and over again, and I don't let it go. But thank you, John. It's amazing message. So again, congratulations to you, LaShawn, for winning the gift on yesterday, the Prepare for Joy package. And John will be giving away the book tonight, Undistracted. So I don't want you to miss out on that. Make sure you register to win. And we'll be back here for the final night tomorrow. It's the 12th day of Christmas. Today was the 11th day of Christmas. Tomorrow we're talking about passing the baton. Okay? We're going to talk about passing the baton. I'm going to get you to where you need to be, because we're going to get across that finish line in 2025. And I'm so happy that we're doing it together, and we'll be able to walk alongside each other 2026 all year long inside the Inner Circle Collective. I don't want you to miss that opportunity. So make sure you lock in, get on the wait list, because doors will be open soon. And as soon as you're able to register, I want you to be able to get in there. Thank you so much again, John. Have an amazing night. All right, it's time to eat. Y'all already know what time it is. I love y'all.